Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN just after 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we got some market action. We're going to jump to crude in a moment. Now, you got the president signing executive orders in the Oval Office. Not sure what's going on or if that's related, but boy, you got some action in crude. This is 3 o'clock. I came on the air 7 minutes ago when crude was trading at 62.36, and yeah, we just hit 60.30, just like that, man. You talk about it. Whew. So we got some action in crude. Not sure what's hitting the tape just yet, if he's talking about anything, but they got executive orders in the Oval Office, and no matter what's going on, there is news out there. So we'll get to that. But yeah, we got crude. So much for that bid. Say goodbye to $60. Look at this, man. It's not stopping. We just hit a 59 handle, just like that, man. Crude trading now down $1 on the session, off 1.6% at $60. All right, we jump around to the S&Ps. We got some selling in this market, but whatever just came out at 3 o'clock. Crude's tanking, the market's accelerating higher, and we will get into it. But that is hitting it right now as we speak. And look at this. All right, man, can you imagine if we get the turnaround, a news-driven event? And yeah, when you got executive orders and decrees getting signed from the Oval Office, I mean, we're already almost 40 points off of the lows right now from we had. You got the S&Ps, and you're doing it with volume, man. Look at this. Okay, let's take a look at the volume right now. We got about 50 minutes left to go in trading. We take a look at the S&Ps. We hit an all-time high, 7,036 yesterday. Now, this is a daily. You're going to have some volume today, man. We get some action. Whatever just happened at 3 o'clock, we'll get into it, okay? But you're going to have quite an hour for the rest of the day. Crude just dropped $3. The markets are spiking, getting back some of the losses, and we've already done the most volume that we've done almost since the lows of December 18th. So we're going to have a big volume day. We'll see where that volume goes in the final hour trading. NASDAQ 100, you're off by 1.25%. Same thing. It's going to be a huge day of volume on the sell-in right now. We're doing 541,000 contracts. And yeah, we got a big hour coming up as the markets are oscillating. The Dow, we've been in this uptrend channel. You're backing off a bit. Same thing, though. It's going to be a big volume day across the board right now. You got the Dow down 108 points or 0.2%, 49,294. And you got the Russell right now up by 12. We jump over to yields. A little bit of higher price, lower yield. You got the 10-year right now as low as actually 4.14. So early in the session, we had 4.16. No, 4.14, the yield on the 10-year. Now, again, we're 2 weeks from the next Fed meeting. Market all but certain right now that they're going to stay where they are. The dollar, 99.10, negative 3 pennies right now in the session. And metals, yet again, the story of the day, gold. How about it, man? Up by $47. We're getting back the lows of the session. As again, getting back from those lows, you had a little bit of selling. We had some volume on the downside, and we get it all back. Gold up by 1%, right near all-time highs, and silver. Every minute I come to you, we're at all-time highs, folks. Silver's never traded as high as we're trading during this hour. In this day, the 3 o'clock hour, right now, to the tick almost. Silver, $93.40. Look at this run, man. Whew. Now, what's remarkable here is that you might do it this week with volume again. Okay, it's only Wednesday, folks. We've already done 500,000 contracts. You put this on a daily, yeah, it's another huge day, man. 200,000 contracts we're doing, 197,600. My goodness. Whew. All right, we check back to that crude market. We got some selling in crude. We had quite the acceleration to the upside yesterday, but boy, this would be quite a bar. You can engulf the whole thing. I had a great conversation with Teddy Kegstad interview this morning. That's up on the YouTube page if you want to check it out. TFNN, just search for it. Like and subscribe that page, folks. And yeah, you might, I mean, this is remarkable. Imagine, right? Remarkable strength yesterday, and whatever's going on right now, man. Crude ripping lower by about $2 since 3 o'clock, and all you got to do is get to basically, we're right there. You could engulf the whole bar yesterday. It's about 59.95 was the opening of that bar, and you might do it with volume too. Crude, 321,000 contracts right now. There you go. The Z-Man giving me the important information. Is that Trump calming down the rhetoric around Iran? You had to suspect that was maybe the deal. And boy, from the headlines going on over there, I'm seeing headlines of 2,500 people dead, protests in the street, the threats of attacking. And one of the headlines out there is that President Trump's been told that the killings in Iran are stopping and there are no plans for the executions, and maybe there's no plan for strikes to go into there, etc. And yeah, that would be a reason why you could see a little bit of a de-escalation in the price of crude, just like that. The markets, however, markets barely higher. Look at this thing. Markets are higher by 8 points right now. So crude, a huge reactor, but that's not giving the markets the lift. It's giving it some volume, though, man. Look at this volume coming in. This is a 15-minute bar. 90,000 contracts. You're challenging the volatility we got this morning, but we got upward action. You got buying in this market right now with the S&Ps now negative by 49. How about the VIX? Look at this, too. I was going to say, how about as into quite the escalation from yesterday? We had a VIX at 1498. You push higher to 1810. But if tensions are easing in Iran, and boy, on the heels of Venezuela, and in terms of just how things are getting in the streets there, real potential for escalation. So that would be a good thing for everyone, including crude prices, man. Yeah, look at this. Woo-wee. There it is. Look at this, man. You're going to engulf the whole prior day's candle, and you might do it with volume. I mean, this is going to be a massive volume move. We just dropped $2.50 in the 14 minutes I've been on the air. Crude, $59.97 right now. Make it $60. You jump back to that dollar. $99.09. And we take a look at yields on that news. No real huge reaction. The 10-year at about 4.14%. You jump over the 2-year right now, basically flat, 104.09 right now. It's going to be an interesting 45 minutes. A little geopolitical volatility coming into things. And yeah, we'll see if this can give the S&Ps a bounce. But you talk about as muted as possible. That was a lot of volume to only bounce, 5, 10 points max. 7 points from where we were trading prior to that news, when crude is just ripping lower, man. There it is, $59.95. All right, folks, we're coming back. We'll talk some equities. We're going to take a look at some of the banks. Bank of America, Citi, JP Morgan as well. Be right back.